it. Sorry, it just was not for me. I'm an old fuddy duddy or whatever. I couldn't get into it.
Well, this season, for everybody that is keeping up with it, for our ratchet listeners,
For our
this
ratchet
season,
ones.
there are two gay characters on the show, which is the first time in Love and Hip Hop history, which has caused quite a bit of controversy, just because the hip hop community is known to be a bit homophobic,
Just a little.
so on and so forth. So they have these two characters, they're new characters this year, and one of them is openly gay, and then the other one, his name is Milan, and then the other one's name is Miles, aka Ciroc, that's his rapper name, and he is a bisexual man, and he's been living his life in the closet. Now, him and Milan are really good friends, and they've started a relationship in which they're now living together. Only problem is, Miles still has connections to his high school sweetheart, who's a female. Her name is Amber, and they kind of have an on again, off again relationship, and she wants to be on again. So over the course through this season, the last 7 or 8 episodes, we've kind of see him battle this internal struggle of, do I come out? Do I stay in the closet? Is my career going to be over? But I love this man.
Right.
And then, of course, Milan, his boyfriend, is obviously pushing him out of the closet, wants to, share their love with everybody and scream from the mountaintops how much they love each other. And Milan and Miles, they've kind of, this is their biggest rift in their relationship. To give you a little backstory on Miles used to be a youth minister. He comes from a very religious family, so you can only imagine, he's 27 years old, you can only imagine the kind of angst that is building up inside of him from the fear of coming out.
Right.
So it's been a journey, the last few episodes, watching him kind of face this battle. And this last week, on last night's episode, he finally came out to Amber, who's the first person that he wanted to come out to in a therapy session. And this poor girl lost her damn mind. She was
mean.
uncontrolled. Like sobbing, and you know what I mean? Just
Well,
lost.
what do the other characters think about these gay people?
The other characters aren't actually involved with them. They're kind of their own side plot.
Yeah, the other cast members saying there's feedback for some reason. Um, the other cast members are saying that they didn't want to film with someone in the same scene with someone who happens to be gay, which is the dumbest shit ever.
The guys or the girls or both?
No, the other cast members, but
No, I mean, were they men or women or both?
Men, like Soldier Boy,
Okay,
like Soldier Boy, Omarion,
Yeah.
that type of thing. The only people that's really willing to film with them is Hazel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hazel's the one that got them on the show. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
So
Hazel and Lauren, those are the only two that really film with them.
Mm-hmm.
But it is interesting from a viewer's to me, and it may just be because I'm a gay person, it's the most interesting storyline on the show, because the other ones, we go through the same thing. The rapper's super famous, and they have all these side chicks, and the girlfriend's mad, and then all the girls are fighting with each other because they used to be dating him, and now they're not. So it's just nice to have a real story. You know what I mean?
For once.
For one. So, to see Amber go through this and the heartbreak. She said she still loves him, but of course this is a big pill for her to swallow. It's a big gay topic this week just because it is kind of a big milestone for Love and Hip Hop. So I applaud them for doing that. They also launched a new campaign called Out in Hip Hop, which is motivating people that, maybe scared to come out or suicidal, depressed, anything like that. It's giving them a platform to speak with somebody just to help them out. So I think it's a great thing that's kind of come out of all this ratchetness that we know to be Love and Hip Hop in Hollywood. So,
I don't know if you think they're doing that for ratings, or you think it's just a natural evolution of the show?
I think everything they do on that show is for ratings, because I'm sure you noticed it's very staged. But I do think that the Mona Scott, who's the creator of the show, she's known for kind of pushing the boundaries and staying on edge of like what's current on television. And I don't think I've ever seen a storyline like this on reality TV.
Well,
me neither.
That's good. Well, especially like you said, for the hip hop community and all of that, it's kind of a new thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And you know, gay people are everywhere in the hip hop community as well. I mean, wasn't there a hip hop artist that came out not too long ago? A gay.
No, but Frank Ocean, he's an R&B singer. He's known to be gay, even though he doesn't really publicly claim
No,
it.
it
Just
wasn't Frank Ocean. That was another guy who was actually a hip hop dude, and he actually was gay. I don't know. It was around the same time as Frank Ocean, but I don't remember his name or anything.
I think his name is Caution.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's a gay rapper, and yeah,
So,
that type of thing.
but I mean, do people know who that guy is, or is he just
No,
like
I
some
don't know
guy?
who that is.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I didn't know who he was either. But whatever. The point is, it's good that they're evolving the show, I guess, if you're into that show, and they actually are making it
Donovan's like, I could not.
more realistic or more real. Like you said, it's the first real storyline they've really had, so that's awesome.
But the show is entertaining though. Besides that, I mean, the show is entertaining. It's like
so
a guilty pleasure. It's ratchet and
See, I think that's what I couldn't get over. It's like for me, when I watch people on TV most of the time, I have to have something I can relate to, and I could not relate to anything about these people. Nothing.
See, Donovan's an uppity bitch.
I am an uppity bitch, and I'm sorry. It's just who I am.
There's some uppity bitches on the show. Miss Nikki Baby, she's pretty uppity.
I'm just saying that these are not people I would ever like know or hang out with because I just don't. I have nothing in common with them. That's all I mean.
Okay, sidebar. Pause for a moment.
Yes.
The app Spreaker.
Yeah.
People want to know if they can listen live on Spreaker to the show.
Right now, we're live on Spreaker right now.
How do they listen to it? They're saying that they download the app, but they're saying that they don't know what to do now.
Look for it's under GayXYZ or Off Limits Show. I'm not sure. If they want to go online to do it, they just go to Spreaker.com and search for GayXYZ, and you'll find the show. We're live right now. Actually, I just posted the link to the show.
They do it off of their phone, so that's what I'm asking.
Well, on their phone, then you go to search for.
You go to the website, gayxyz.com, and click Listen Live.
You can do it there too, yes. GayXYZ.com and click on Listen Live on their phone. But on their phone, if they have the Spreaker app, you can go to just search for Off Limits Show at the top, and it'll find GayXYZ playing right now at the very top. Push play. That's how you listen, okay? Anyway, we probably should have explained that before. That's cool. It's cool. Yeah, and by the way, if you're listening to the show and there's some sort of the audio is not perfect, that's because the first time we're using this method. So if it doesn't work, we'll fix it the next time. But anyway, we're doing the best we can. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, or you wanted to talk about rather, was Lamar Odom's breakdown.
Yeah, over the weekend, it was all over the news about Lamar Odom's weekend binge at the Bunny Ranch or whatever. They found cocaine in his system, herbal Viagra's, so on and so forth. Well, just an update. Khloe Kardashian did release a statement this afternoon saying that, thank you for the support for everybody. They've now moved him to a Los Angeles hospital so he can get the best care. That he's made huge strides, and it's rumored that he is starting to walk a little bit. So, to be completely honest, when I initially heard about the story and I heard that he was brain dead, I was like, oh, they're just going to wait until the whole family's there and then that's going to be it. But, Khloe Kardashian, since they are still legally married, she has the say on whether or not to pull the plug.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
So
But see, here's the thing, though.
So is he in a coma?
He was in a coma, and he was in ICU. But now they're saying that he's awoken. He's been able to speak a little bit, and now there's rumors that he's starting to walk. So
okay.
I'm assuming that he's up. He's able. I'm sure they flushed his system 10 times over.
What caused his? Was this a suicide attempt or was it just an overdose?
He was just. He just overdosed.
Okay. All right.
So
here's my thing with that. So they were saying when this report initially came out, they were saying that that he was brain dead, right? Mm-hmm. Then a few days later, they was like, "Oh, he's texting and talking and that type of thing." I was like, "Wait a minute now." I was like, I thought that when you were brain dead, that was pretty much like the end of the road.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is the end.
So I was like, is the media was just trying to say something just to get clicks?
I mean, know,
because I was thinking to myself, like, if he was in a coma, then that's one thing. But they was like, he's brain dead. Oh, he's brain dead. He's brain. They even had a story which turned out to be fake that said he had passed away Saturday morning. Huh. But I was just like, and then all of a sudden they was like, oh, he's texting everything. I was like, well, if that was the case, then he was never brain dead to begin with. He was in a coma. Not brain dead, people.
Okay.
All right, come on, mass media.
Well, I mean, you know how they are, but I mean, I don't really give a fuck about Lamar Odom personally, but whatever. I mean, I'm sorry the guy overdosed because I don't want anybody to die, but especially from something like that, from being addicted to drugs or whatever. But I mean, you know, whatever.
I think it's interesting that Chloe has kind of like whisked to his side.
Well, she loves him.
Of course. I mean, and especially future ex-husband.
Well, I think because initially what happened between them was he cheated on her, right?
Yeah, he has a long history of drug use and it was an alleged cheatation situation.
Cheatation, okay, Wendy Williams.
So,
okay. Well, my point was, I guess you know she loves him still, and she's still in love with him. Even once you love somebody, you always love them. A part of you does, so that's cool. It's cool that she's being that way. That's nice of her.
I hope I find that part of myself.
You will someday. It's in there somewhere, right. Christian. Somewhere deep down.
I'm having a hard time loving some people.
Jason, Oprah signs with Weight Watchers.
Yes, so Oprah signs. I guess she teams up with Weight Watchers.
When did this happen? Recently? Just like today?
This happened over the weekend.
Wow.
And she signed. She has, I guess, signed a deal with Weight Watchers, and she has made $45 million off the deal.
That bitch didn't need any money. What the hell? She didn't need any money.
Congratulations to Oprah.
I guess she has to pay. She has to pay. Somehow she has to keep the O network running. I guess that's what she's using the money for. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I like the O network.
I do too, but it doesn't do very well. But
anyway. I know, but I love watching Iyanla Fix My Life. I love watching that.
Well,
because when I watch that show, it makes me feel so better about my own life.
Oprah's struggled with her weight all of her life, like forever, obviously. And she's been up, she's been down. Remember the whole thing when she had the fat she pulled out in the wagon, or were you guys too young in the 90s? You're probably too young.
I remember that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she lost all that weight. She was like super, super skinny, and she pulled that fat out, and that was such a big mistake. But you know, you have to. I think the truth is, I mean, Weight Watchers is good, they say, because it makes you eat like reasonably, and it's not like a drastic weight loss program.
Yeah, so, it teaches you how to eat.
Right. Most people actually stay on it.
Control.
Yeah, and most people stay on it instead of just like, you know, trying whatever fad diet it might be, but whatever. Have either of you ever been on Weight Watchers before?
I actually thought about doing it mainly because I want to work on portion control when I eat, because I know when I eat I tend to get large portions, and then I eat until I'm full, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
So I mainly want to do it for that. Well, I mean, plus losing weight isn't bad either, but that's mainly what I wanted to do it for.
I don't know. I think it would be, if I were to do a weight loss program like that, it would probably be Weight Watchers, because it's the one that everybody says. I mean, not everybody, but most people say that works. I mean, I never hear people say it's like, you know, like Atkins or whatever, and you just like lose the weight and you gain it all back in 10 pounds plus. You know, it's always people like, yeah, Weight Watchers is great. It's the way I live my life now. It's a lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is she going to also work out, or is she just going to diet? You know what I mean?
No, she works out too.
You're doing what, yoga?
No, she walks on a treadmill. She walks.
Oh, she still does all that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't show, but okay, whatever. I mean, it didn't show on me either. I do that shit too, so I understand. But anyway,
I think it comes with age.
I know, and that's the thing I was going to tell y'all about the whole weight loss thing. You guys have the advantage because y'all are younger by 10 plus years, so you guys are lucky. The older you get, if you're going to lose weight, this is the time to lose it now. Yeah. Do not wait, because I was skinny, and then I got a trainer, and I was really, really fit, and then I got fat. And so it's just like, so you either have to stay on it or not. But when you're old, it's hard to keep it off. So
I'm trying to. I'm like 22 years old, and I'm like scared of saggy skin.
Well, you better get on the ball.
I know,
because it ain't gonna stay that way all your life.
Also, I want to shout out. Just pause for a quick moment. I want to shout out a new listener. Her name is Kat.
Hi, Kat.
She's listening on Spreaker. She just downloaded the app, and she's listening to us. So
woohoo! Somebody managed.
I want to say hello. So say hello to Kat. She's listening, and hopefully she'll continue. Send
Cat, are you like hot like a cat and like sexual and like sensual and like a cat lady? Anyway, hi, Cat.